Sorry,
Oof.
Cairo. Sorry,
Maybe
Ray.
So
next
wait,
time when you
no,
hit when you hit
I'm not
1
sure.
mil,
Like,
we'll
it's very
consider it.
difficult to connect with these guys because I think you'll understand they're super busy. So trying to trying to make them join, like at least the chat, it's like you have to plan it in weeks. Ask them if they can do it. And that's
Yeah.
insanely.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making a post on Twitter and then I will be able to start talking right now. Oh God, why
Okay.
we
Okay.
started?
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the rage spirit to be released.
Oh my God.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh. Yeah.
Server join.
So you wanna know something interesting I found? I think Ad Guy already knows about this, but like that post where they said, like, Colette's second star power came out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that.
Like,
Actually, we can actually start with that. Then you guys can
yeah.
open discussion.
So, like, on
Wait,
like
who?
the book that she has, like, we already know
Who
that
said
there's going to
this?
be some sort of like pyrotechnic.
Yeah.
Wait,
Who said
no,
this
the
as the
other one with
background
the.
for our invitation? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
good.
just concerned.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That wasn't
Fine.
a bit.
But like in
Okay.
like when it shows her book, a part of one of the pages is burned, and like
Yep, we
where
know.
the page was burned, there was an A, and none
Yeah,
of the
we
brawlers
know.
in the game's
Hello.
named. What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
Oh my God,
This is
that guy.
revolutionary.
But I think everybody
actually
know
think
about
that.
the page.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
How many times have we seen them like teasering us something? How many times have we seen them
Yeah, yeah,
teasering stuff
yeah.
from new update in some pictures from like Stop Hour releases or anything? They don't do it usually. So that's why I think they just burn it because like what damage can you do to paper? And they were like thinking not about the ways they were not thinking about what brawlers can do it. They were thinking about how it can look good. So maybe there was I don't want to I don't want to say 100% that this is not real, but not real, not the case, but at the same time I like speculating when I have a lot of facts. We haven't seen them doing this before, so I tend to believe this is nothing important yet.
Yeah.
And also I think so
Yeah.
because we are not getting any more new teasers and stuff like that. What I
get
can
that. I get
say
that.
is that as for right now, that's a bit sad, but I'm planning on this during this week, if I find time after school, I will try to finish the artwork from the postcards that were sent. I will finish it myself, just the drawing that I did, because I can say that somewhere I heard it's not real. It's important, but I can't say this. It's not that important to finish this card already. So yeah, sadly, it was planned to finish it like in 1-2 days, but it just wasn't possible. So we are stuck with what we have, and it's not really something we should care about for right now. So I will just draw it and post it in a good resolution so you can use it as a background whenever you want. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to say that I know.
I gotta say, like, even though like Supercell hasn't like done like this stuff before, there's a lot of evidence
Mhm.
that points to like it being true. And like I think
Yeah.
another thing is that a lot of stuff is happening that hasn't happened before, like the WKBRL stream and the stuff that's coming on. Like we don't know what's happening on October 10th, but obviously something big is
I wouldn't
happening.
combine Star Park stuff with the update stuff. Let's be honest. There is a line between what's going to come in game and what's about theories. There is not much connection between them. Like they tease something in these Starbucks stuff, but remembering what Kairos says in his theory videos in a way like WKBRL stream predicted us told us stuff about new update when I don't remember when it actually
They kept
maybe I am just
teasing stuff
stupid,
about
but
Summer of
I don't
Monsters.
remember them.
So it's not directly, but they just
What did they do?
imply.
They
I don't
actually
remember.
mentioned like an ad. I don't know if you remember this, the heli swatter ad, the only Portuguese ad that aired in the live stream. It was specifically, targeted at
What
these
did it say?
users. You know, wrecking the city, but you're
Wait,
having
hold
a
up.
bad
I
time.
wouldn't say
Get heli
at the
swatter, the
same
only.
time. I wouldn't say that this is like a constant thing that was happened. It happened once, and
I
well,
mean, all the
maybe it
Max
wasn't.
energy drink
Maybe
ads.
it wasn't even
Okay, let
intentional.
me.
Like, okay, I'm trying to speak less. I'm sorry. I'm too annoying here.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Don't worry,
You're
don't
fine.
worry.
By the way, I
But
have to
like
say I have
the
1 hour sadly
I
for
mean,
this
those
target.
were still pretty
all right.
significant teasers for.
The thing
Also,
is,
I wanna.
here are the facts that we know that are coming in the next update. There's someone in the game files called Fire Dude. We don't know what they are,
Oh,
or
are we going to the
oh wait,
theory, to the
wait,
part where we
oh,
just investigate the file?
All
Oh
right,
boy.
all right, no leaks,
I
no
think
leaks,
some people
Leak.
would. Yes,
no
I
leaks,
would call this a
No
leak. I'm sorry.
leaks,
Let's not.
it's
please.
not really
no
it's not
leaks.
really
Dev is Dev
leaking.
is
You
you know
know,
that
it's
Dev has
data
got
mining.
accepted
You
into
know.
the content creator thing.
We all,
Dev
let's
is
say,
Dev is in the first year of the
uh,
content creator program.
Oh
He
let's
can't
no,
say, I
no,
can't
want to
run
say
into the
no!
that
leaks
I
anymore.
swear, I
Oh
swear.
boy,
there
oh
is.
boy.
I'm
Right,
completely
everybody,
fine with this
relax,
myself, and
relax.
unless you spread the information about this, like, and when we are talking about this, like right here, how many people of us know this? I'm not sure, and I don't want people who actually don't know to know this by accident. I want them, if they want to search it, they go to special Twitter pages, some servers they posted. We even have
Yes,
a leak chat in the server that I don't really like, but we have it, and I'm sure if you want, you can find yourself a leak, but I don't want it to be spreaded like this. Like someone posting it in
yes,
comments and like we talking about this. I'm sorry, that's another topic. Yes,
yes,
this character
yes.
exists in files. Yes, we have this evidence. This might mean something, but I'm a bit concerned that the Halloween update actually will be featuring skins and possibly the return of Graveyard Shift, but I don't think that
Yeah.
they will have any more content to share. It would be logical for them to release a new brawler since we're getting only chromatic brawlers lately, and that's not really good. I think we should get a rare brawler or a legendary brawler. But
Yeah, like wait, aren't isn't like the only brawlers that haven't been released recently are like a super rare and a legendary?
No, only rare and
just rares, super
legendary.
rare.
Legendary.
Released
Oh,
in
okay.
March. So super
Like
rares
Sandy was
already
released
coming
back
for this
in
year.
Oh,
Sandy, yeah.
Sunday
It's
was,
been over a year, like August
yeah,
2019.
yeah.
whoa, that's.
Yeah, it's
I'm
pretty long.
hoping they don't release another legendary because
Rosa
the
was
drop
released
rate
on April 2019. Rosa.
drop rate's already fried. I don't I don't want to try and pull more stuff.
I mean, to close out the leaks thing, I mean, if we do like openly discuss, these it hurts. First off, it hurts off the content creator program, its purpose, intention to help a content
Yeah,
creator. Because if
Yeah,
carry these leaks
yeah,
around the
I
internet, it gives them an unfair advantage just for eating the system in a way. And even then, it hurts my relationship with other content creators I've come to work with. It hurts Dev
yeah.
more than anyone else here.
guys, a bit
So that's
a
just
bit of information. Congratulations, we took Brawl Talk account down. It's down. It's
yeah, the
actually
Brawl
down.
Talk
yeah.
It's
account
not
stuff
loading.
Yeah,
that
we know.
was
Right, guys, could we
terrible.
not discuss that here? That's not.
No
Yeah.
worry.
I am
Yeah.
sorry. I just wanted
Guys,
to
this
make it
is
clear
this is
because
Star
it's
Park theories only.
Yes, all right.
But just
it's
for
very
like
difficult to speak
one
about this
like
Guys,
for 1 hour
the thing
straight.
about the leaks is like I feel bad for like talking about them. Like I feel like I don't want to like spoil it for like people who like don't know or want to get
There
a
is the
surprise or
biggest
whatnot.
problem here, as we all understand, is just the uniqueness of content creator ability to share unique stuff.
Yeah.
That's the only issue that happens because we all understand that big content creators earn money by this, and they lose a lot of money when people already know and they don't watch videos because they already know stuff. So, well, that's the topic. And now switching to the Star Park stuff. Sadly, I was going home now from a different place. I I was in taxi and I was trying to watch Kairos' latest video, to be at least a bit prepared for this. But sadly, I didn't have enough time, so I just started watching it. Sadly, I don't
All right.
know what he was talking here about, so
Didn't you watch Kairos' video?
All right, guys, chill, chill.
I was
We
at the
need to
Chill,
protest
chill,
today.
we do need a
chill.
basic rundown of what Kairos discussed because it is
It's unforgivable. Your
strenuous.
punishment is using code Kairos in the Brawl Star shop
I
for a
do
week.
I do not want to have a strenuous relationship with Kairos, and that we've already been getting enough a few times. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Kairos is cool. I like his
in
theories
all
and stuff.
honesty, I don't think coming from a person who's just been working with WKBRL, working with Star Park, all of the stuff pertaining to ever since June. I've only been at this since June, guys. Consider that. And then here's Kairos, probably the most I wouldn't say recognized, most uh
Oh, you
oh
wouldn't say
no,
most
I'm trying to
recognized?
get what you're leading to. What's the point? What do you
500,000
mean?
subscribers disagree with you.
I mean,
most
I'm
respected,
sorry,
sorry,
I
most
know.
respected content creator. And
Well,
I mean,
okay, I agree. Maybe.
me versus him. This is his job. This is my hobby. And that now that I'm going around,
Yes.
providing disclaimers on his theories, posting things that he got contradictory information. I mean, if he wants to spend all these time on these theories, they should be, high quality. They should have a lot of effort put into them. They
What
should
are
not
you
be just
leading to?
whatever he believes to be true. Because at the end of the day, he has a responsibility as a content creator to present the information as it is and not as it should be. And I think that's a really important
I
role that we need to fill up. At the end of the day, if people get the wrong impression of how things happen and
you know
Supercell, because here's what I think.
What? You
How
change subjects so
you're
quickly.
going
I
I'm
mean,
not
it's all
sorry,
personal.
you're going
I
too
don't know
fast
what
on
this
this.
conversation's about anymore.
What are you trying to say in this all? Just one phrase. What do you mean by this all?
Kairos needs to
What's
be
the
held
point?
accountable, and also Supercell. Right now, in the way that Supercell's managing Star Park, they don't have a set path. They definitely do not have a set path. They are mostly
They
just
do.
going off of
No, no, I
what they
disagree
think.
completely. They have it
Right?
since at least since summer. They know what they will be going for. And why I'm thinking so, because
I mean, in terms
producing
of
the content that they release takes incredibly a lot of time. Consider the fact how, I can speculate on this only, but because like how early stuff, as I'm working myself and on a game, just saying this stuff is mostly done in 3 or 4 months before it gets released. So you have a like a 4 months in advance in case something happens and you don't have content to release. And considering them treating the theories as important as updates, I'm sure that they're taking it really serious now, because how many people are attracted to this and how big they might hold this thing. They have everything sorted out, and the only thing they can do, they can make us some um, clues, and they can change some little things. Like they cannot just, I'm sure all that pre-recorded stuff, like Star Park investors video, it's all coming from summer, like midsummer. I don't believe they recorded this like 10 days before Brawl Talk, or 1 week, or even 1 month. I think it took 3 months before. They cannot just like, they cannot move it the way community goes to, because that's the boring point. If we all give the like, if we say it and it turns out to be like this is not interesting. I remember, I'm trying to remember, like, I'm not a very good at speculation, so I am going more in the facts, and I remember myself building some crazy theories about was the stream fake or not, and that was a time where I actually started doing this. But now I understand that there is not much point in getting to crazy stuff like Kairos does. I don't know what was in his latest video, but the video before, like, this is insane. He tells a lot of really, really important facts, like those that what does spewed mean, and those stickers that were on all this stuff. That was a big
Yeah, it
heartbreak for
actually
me
missed that.
because I sadly I have a video pre-recorded. I think I already said about. Anyway, I don't know if I said it publicly. I have a pre-recorded video dedicated to that sticker because I actually noticed that, and I scrapped the whole video because Kyrus deleted his and mine just doesn't have a you know, I can confirm that they are not giving us information in long term stuff. They're giving us something to speculate on for a week. We cannot do more because they didn't plan us to do more, because they didn't provide us with the specific facts and information that can make help us do more. And that's what I think, that we should be more patient with what stuff we put out. Uh, I mean, I'm saying for myself because again, I'm sorry for coming back to this. I posted today on Twitter. I see people unfollowing, and this is not a typical thing. What can I do? Like, there is nothing to talk about theories now. I don't want to be that crazy guy who like tries to make up some stuff in order to make some. I don't like this.
You don't
And
want to
I
be the
don't
guy
have.
in the WKBRL stream that goes on for 25 minutes about pasta.
Well, no, with
Yes.
him, oh my god. With him, there was important stuff in what he said, and we already discovered it. And going more who that was, that's not important at all, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah,
we
that's not
have
important at
enough
all.
information from him for now. Thinking it's Gale or there's this guy from there's a penguin. What's the point in thinking about this? There is what it leads to. You know, it's important not to think about the fact itself. It's important to think about what it can lead us further. So if this guy was the guy in penguin suit, what else? What next? It's not important at all.
I
And
get that,
if
and
it
I
was
gotta
Gale,
say,
what's the point again?
yeah, I gotta say, I do agree completely with like everything you said. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like you look at these theories from a more logical standpoint, which in my mind, like, it's very refreshing because like a lot of people, like I've seen speculating about
It's
things and stuff.
it's not really good in a way. In a way that's you know, it's not very good from the terms of that we should understand that Brawl Stars is trying to make this for like it's not meant to be very serious. Let's be honest. As much as they put effort in it, it's not to be. You see the style Kairos makes videos about this. They are pretty.
They're very
I don't want
campy.
to say fake because
They're very campy.
they are
That's the
very. They're very.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Like he's playing a role, clearly, trying to make it more emotional, more spooky in a way. I'm not saying this is bad. This is the job he does, and this is really great, and he does it really well. But I am taking it from a more wrong perspective here. I shouldn't be that serious with it all myself, but that's my way to go because I'm I'm not a YouTuber and I'm just starting with this whole stuff. So if I put out some content about WKBRL and Star Park lately, that will be just a recap of everything that happened. Like I made video in Russian and some people maybe want it in English in a very simple and a short way, like for example, in 5 minutes explaining the whole history.
You
I'm sorry,
know,
I'm getting taken out from the.
like, is the call like?
Who's clicking some buttons?
yeah.
It's
What's
like
going on?
Sorry, my
Okay.
mic. In order to
I
turn
don't
my
know
mic on
if.
and off, I have to like flick this like lever or whatnot.
Oh my god, maybe you can do it directly from the Discord. Oh no, why do you turn it off?
Well, like my mic is like the thing is like my mic isn't like one of those normal mics. It's a jack mic, like whenever I speak into it and like I don't talk, you can like hear me breathing. And I mean, like I like to talk
Oh,
to
that's fine.
people, but like,
Better to hear
Right.
you breathe than hear this clicking.
All right.
but
Taylor, do you
yeah.
want to give you like a recap of Kairos's vid? Because I do remember most of it.
And that's when it comes to this point. I don't want to do the same thing as Kairos because there is no point in it. Because people will better go and watch Kairos than me. I will get my 1,000 views from people like you who are following me on social media, and just because it's like not because you're interested in the video, you will watch it because
Yep.
I asked you to watch it. And that's where it comes to the point where I don't know what to do. Like, there is no point in continuing for me to do this stuff on YouTube because there always will be a better person to do it for you. And that's the reason why I was releasing my hat and shirt video as soon as I could, because I understood that as soon as people start releasing these videos, mine will be absolutely pointless. And
Well,
it
I
was
wouldn't.
absolutely right. It gained a lot of views until
I wouldn't really think about it from that standpoint. I mean, like, I get like because like content creators, you see them all the time. Like after like a Brawl Talk drops, you see like 5 different videos like covering everything that happened in the Brawl Talk, and like while part of it may be like the fan
absolutely.
base,
And you
like
choose
I
whoever
feel
you
like
like watching most, yes.
yeah, but like the thing is, I feel like what the main thing that each creator has to offer is different content. Like if you find your own spin on content and they're able to like distribute that, that's what'll basically get people
I
to
can
like view
only
your
imagine
channel.
what will happen
Yes.
if I
Defeat.
actually get to the point with when I have 10,000 subscribers and I will maybe eventually brought up into to like silver or gold one. I don't know how to like, there is a like the dumbest thing you can do is trying to combine producing content about new updates and trying to draw. Like I was thinking about ways I can combine, and I was actually talking like a year ago. I had a really nice conversation with Ark about content I can make for YouTube as an artist, and like the only thing I can do if I get exclusive information in advance, I can release speed paints of new, for example, brawlers or skins that are released, and I will just post it on YouTube. But what's the point if you want to show people new information? Like making a radical Roche style videos? Why? He exists. Why do I should? Well, I'm switching topic really much from what we talk about, but as I said, with the theories this time, there is not that much to say genuinely. We are. I want to check how many people are here. Oh, not that much. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm feeling much
Yeah,
better
this is
when
way
I know
better.
there.
I gotta say, like I actually
Thank you
do
very
have some
much.
ideas for content you can do with art and stuff. So like for instance, I was
Well,
thinking like maybe
if
like
you can DM me,
speed painting. Yeah, yeah, okay,
speed
okay.
paints are getting really boring after you watch one or two. And that's not the content artist wants to make. Or you have to be like so creative with the speed paints. You have to
All right,
make
I'll
incredible
send some ideas through
audio
like
and video.
yeah, yeah. Hold on, I'll
Oh,
send you the ideas
I will
because
have a
I don't want
video.
these secrets getting out
Okay,
to the community.
I will have a new video in a few days. It will be just an unboxing of figurines that I received. It's not in Brawl Stars related, and that's a bit like I don't know if I even should release it because I just got content creator tier 1 and I'm releasing an off-topic video on the channel. Is it bad? I am a bit worried about this. Genuinely don't
So
know if
you
I should release it or not.
content creators don't have to create only Supercell
I
content. They
understand,
can,
but at the same
yeah.
time, it will be like, oh, I join, or you let me join the program, and I instantly start doing some other stuff. I'm not saying I will never ever, I think, again make a Subway Surfers related video because I don't have much to say about this game. It's pretty repetitive instead of process, and they don't really care about community stuff. They have very, very boring social media. But oh well, I'm again switching topics. Well, you will see the video is pretty nice. It's just a cute unboxing. In case you want to see,
Yeah, Dave.
there is nothing interesting
Heads
with
up
it.
right now. Since this is being recorded, I don't think we should spend that much time on this sorts of
We
things.
gotta plug the YouTube channel though.
Yeah, we need to plug the YouTube channel. I already plugged the YouTube channel a bunch of times. All right, let's just get to the
I
to
wanna.
the
Well, let's
theories.
plug it again.
Oh,
I
Subscribe
guys,
to
actually wanted
it's
to.
advertisement, guy.
it's been 26 minutes and
I
we haven't
wanted to
covered that
release
much.
this Starr podcasts on YouTube channel, but I don't know what format should I use. Like, I can genuinely can't say like if there is a cool way to record like all people who are on the conversation and have them like show when they're talking, when not. I just don't know the best way to record. Uh, well, what I'm
We're
trying to say
figuring it
is that
out. This is barely episode 2. You could always, reach out
Yeah,
to
have
anybody,
an
see how they
episode.
can help you out, but
It will be useful to have an episode when we have a new batch of information. I am, by the way, a bit of a speculation here about regarding when we will get new information. I genuinely don't think we should expect anything coming on October. There will be an October related, just a Halloween update, and I think nothing Star Park related.
yeah,
We get new
yeah.
information
Yeah, we know.
pretty much, I think, every season, but not as frequently as Halloween. Why would they switch the topic to Star Park when we have Halloween? And that's the most important thing to talk about at that time. Uh, I think they will be talking about Star Park where there's nothing to talk about else, because the first thing that they should think about is actually the most of the fan base that are interested in holidays that are happening now, themes that uh, let's consider this. So we have an October update that is related to Halloween. Then in November we have a new season, and most likely the season will be the winter one, or Christmas one. Oh, I forgot the word for
Holiday.
Holidays.
holidays. Yes, holidays. Uh, so again, I don't think we will be getting any new content, but in December, definitely and most likely on the anniversary and the birthday of Brawl Stars, we will be getting something. You see my hair? Just um, we'll be getting something substantial about the theory. And if you remember, that was like maybe you saw that was my original uh, date when the whole thing will be ending on the birthday of Brawl Stars is as a global game. I don't think they should milk the whole stuff for longer. Otherwise, it will get people boring. Like half of a year is a perfect timing. They started it in
Yeah.
summer, they will end it in winter. We cannot. This cannot last for too long. Otherwise, it will just get to the point where we do it just because, well, it's our uh, zone
yeah,
to do something,
yeah,
not because we like doing it.
Like, I gotta say, like, that was actually the biggest question I had. Is how long is like this gonna go for? Like, how do you what do you think is like gonna be like? What is all this leading up to? Like, when are they gonna like release
What
the
is
final big
leading up
bombshell?
to? mm, I think this is leading to, and I will say, I will try to explain myself. This will lead to us understanding why they make new environments and brawlers and skins the way they do. I mean that if they add a scientific lab location, you will understand why they added this. You will understand why this location is logical for the game theme, because as for right now, we don't know what the theme is so far as you all understand. Like we know that Star Park exists, but what's the theme of the game? We don't know yet. And I'll be off for 1 second. I just can't handle this.
Don't worry, take your time. Oh, also there was like this other thing, like going back to what you were saying about like the videos. I was thinking you could do it like podcast style, where you have two releases. One will be like the main release, which will basically be like a shortened, edited version of the video, which is basically covering like everything that happened or whatnot, or like the highlights of the.
I really wanted to make a video with someone bigger from YouTube,
Oh
but actually,
wow!
genuinely, nobody seems interested in
Yep.
such kind of video. Genuinely, I understand why they don't want to make this video. What's the point if I am complete? Do you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, we can hear you.
I mean,
Okay. Just Andy put out his headphones, so I was thinking.
Now it's just raining
So
outside.
um, I wanted to make a video with Ray when I didn't even have a YouTube channel. It was in summer. I like said maybe you could invite me for a little talk, and I will tell my stuff. And it was the time when only streaming existed, and it was just putting out some sounds. And he was like, "Well, I'm more comfortable with my way of releasing videos, so I don't think that." Well, the same thing with Kairos. He said he would join us maybe if he has time. We all remember his post saying that he's very busy, like, and he
yes.
can
Yeah.
sort out stuff. So I'm not even like expecting him to be available for near future because there will be more content coming out. And again, soon will be World Finals in November. In October we have Halloween. In December we have Broly Days and anniversary and possibly more stuff to come. So they don't have
Wait, which
time. This
anniversary of Brawl Stars is it?
Second birthday.
yes. I'm talking about this animatic style videos. I'm sorry, but I just read the message you sent to me. I am studying at school at the last form of the school. I have exams in summer. I I'm not Francie who already has time for this. How do you expect me to make something animated? I barely can draw, like literally. You don't see me posting. I even can't finish that collage art, and genuinely, I don't want to. It's turning out so bad. I didn't even expect it to be that bad,
Wait,
and
hold on. Try to post your
hmm,
art in like the server or something, because I actually haven't seen your art so far.
I'm not going to post it here. This server is not for my art. This server is not about me. This server is about theories. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we have
That's
an
my
artwork
We
channel.
do,
my
do have
original
an armor
idea
chat.
Anybody can
is
post them.
trying to put
We
as
got an
little
artwork channel.
of me. My idea is to put as little of my own stuff on the server as I can because I don't want. Well, eventually, I think it will turn into my server. Like after all that stuff, why not? Because most of people, but I don't really want to do this for. The more I think about it, I don't like the idea of everyone literally in the community having their own servers with like uh 200 followers. Why? I I have my main social media and I try to interact with you as much as I can. I have a ton of unreplied DMs on Twitter, which are already like 4 months old that I'm just not going to check. I want to remove all that. Like I can tell you there. I'm just trying to tell you how much I have here in my. Wait, what? Oh no! I have
What's
a
going on?
I have a DM from Spook from
Oh,
July.
Oh,
oh my gosh.
He's a very popular YouTuber. Oh my god, I
Yes.
don't know how this happened. I accidentally saw this right now.
oh boy.
It's 3 months old.
Oh no, is there
Oh,
beef
Should
going
should I
on?
reply to this? I have
what
no
is
idea how I missed that.
what is
Just
it
reply
about?
to just reply to it naturally. Don't even like mention
77.
don't even mention
Oh
like the
my god.
5 month wait.
He actually I'm sorry, I'm going full of topic. He actually really helped us with the uh skin for Supercell Make. He helped us move it from bottom of the list to actually we are on the first page of the list. That's insane, absolutely insane
Oh,
as for we are right
wow.
now.
Wait, which
And
wait,
um,
which Gale skin did you have? I'll vote for it because I haven't voted yet.
oh my god, when you think you promoted it enough and then it happens like this, you don't even know what that was.
I'm
Here it
sorry.
is.
I just really I don't pay attention to Supercell make at all. I'm gonna be honest. Like the only time I prioritize it is
Vote,
like if
please
there's
vote
somebody I know.
when you like skin. Vote. It's important for all artists actually, and there are some genuinely good skins that should be in finals, but they will most likely miss on this opportunity.
Yeah.
Uh, that's
One
unfortunate.
of my
I hope
favorite
there are more
skins
than
is
one
going
winner
to
though.
lose without getting to finals. That's so sad. Well, no, no, don't even
I'm all for
expect
my
that.
homies
They
at
promised
Omen.
us to have four winners for. They told us we would have four winners if they like enough skins for BB and B campaign, but in the end they chose only two. So I'm not even hoping
Yeah.
for having two Gale skins. Why would they make two similar style Gale skins for Holiday? That's not
Maybe
that
one could be
genuinely.
like free for the
Looking at all
Brawl
the
Pass, and
submissions
one
right
could be
now,
like.
Hmm.
Oh, that actually reminds me. I wanted to
Okay,
like.
by the way, I'm that's
we're getting a bit
Sorry.
too much
we are
off
talking about
topic.
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
We are talking about everything because it's impossible to talk about theories when we don't have anything to talk about. Really, we don't have
Yeah, we
What
don't
do
anything.
have
you
much to go
mean?
off of.
We haven't.
Okay,
Oh my
okay.
god.
I tell me.
Give us the
It's all
news.
yours.
Okay.
Yes.
So last time in our last episode, also I want to welcome Icy Tam Tam for joining us.
Wait, who?
Welcome. Okay.
Ooh.
Um, last time I discussed how Brawl Stars, Brawl Stars is divided into two distinct universes, and now Kairos, I would say is in agreement with that. That's one of the things he pointed to in his last video that they messed with time for some reason, and now there's two distinct dimensions. There's a Star Park dimension, and there's a dimension Brawl Stars take place in. And yeah, I would say that's a good way of explaining it. I just don't like how he just goes back to saying, "Oh, this
I
ties
think
back to the how brawlers are evil. They're being made to take over the world." I
what
I,
I
I don't
think
like
like.
that when Kairos does
Oh,
that.
sorry.
That's
Okay,
the
if,
goofy part.
Like what I was thinking, like he was trying to say, is like there isn't really like two different worlds like Star Park and that world. I think what like what the main premise of what he was saying is that there is an alternate universe where like the Brawl Stars exists and it's
yes,
linked to ours through like the
Mhm.
phones or whatnot.
I mean
You can't even imagine how much I
really
don't like
didn't get
such stuff.
into that into it that much by
I'm not gonna
just
lie,
because
it
he
sounds
admitted
far fetched.
the whole
Yeah, it's
rectangle.
too much.
Yeah, even I don't I don't fully 100% can't get behind that. But like, I mean, like he made like some strong points, so like I respect that. I
Yes.
respect his thing on that. At least it's not some baseless like, oh, the brawlers are from the future and they're coming they're coming to like I don't know military warfare. You can see it in like the signs on the mortuary right behind the I
Military
don't know the
grade
pixels.
pasta.
You
Military
just get
grade
Brawl Stars
pasta.
theory copy Brawl Stars copy pastas.
Oh boy.
But anyways, I mean, yeah, that's a really good way to put it. But we can agree or disagree as much as we want. All that matters is that we have information correctly. If not, we're gonna get dunked on whenever Supercell decides to drop a bomb on us.
Imagine if Supercell is like, "Oh, there's actually no lore. We were just trolling."
Yep. All right. All hilarious situations aside. Now that
You know, guys, I'm
we
sorry, I
actually have
have to say this.
Yeah, what?
what?
I wanted to say that I should check my Twitter DMs more often. I got an offer a few months ago by Russian YouTuber with 5 million subscribers to make him a header for YouTube channel with a promotion. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
outdated already.
Oh, better late than
I'm sorry.
never.
Wait,
I'm sorry, continue.
wait.
Okay, it's really painful to hear, but okay. Now that we're actually into theories, I want to discuss something that Kairos didn't delve into that much.
Wait, hold
Well,
up.
he
There's
did,
this
but
there's this person who like just joined the VC and left really quickly. And they have this really weird theory that I want to talk about. Like, I'm not sure if you guys want to talk about it, but if you don't have anything else to talk about, I just wanted to bring this up because this is actually like
Please join.
all
it's
right, go
actually
ahead.
okay. So the tweet says, "We all saw that Kairos in the video of Starr Park. According to what Kairos said in his last video, everyone who entered the park stayed there forever, which means they are still there, which also
Yes.
means Kairos is there now." He also asking for our help by trying to clarify the theory about Starr Park? We all
No.
know that in the past he always had accurate predictions about possibly incoming brawlers. The team park itself, his theories were always correct.
Yeah, I
How does
mean,
Kairos know all
same thing
this?
with Dev.
Isn't it a
He's
little
he predicted
strange?
that the next
Will
update
he
was going to be Summer of Monsters.
will he
He
also become a
can't
brawler
correlate those
sooner or
things.
later? Is Kairos part of Spewed? This is the entire tweet, and it sounds far fetched, but now that I think about it, Kairos does predict pretty much everything accurately. I'm just,
And
what if that actually
that's
is
Kairos
true?
being Kairos. Whether Supercell wants to, base their entire content on that, which I do think is kind of irresponsible. Like,
Yeah.
that's something I do not
We
want to
just
happen. If
Kairos
Supercell
releases a
just
video,
decides
and
to
then Brawl
put
Stars like, write that down, write that
100%
down.
and say that would be disastrous.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get that, but the theory about it makes sense because Kairos predicted a lot of stuff that eventually happened in Brawl Stars. Kairos has a lot of inside information regarding Brawl Stars, and maybe it's like this like thing that Supercell is doing, like where like they're partnering with content creators to like make lore and stuff. That would make sense. I wouldn't put it past
No,
Supercell.
I can
Oh, that's
confirm that Supercell.
No.
I'm just sorry, I have to say this. Supercell. I have to say this. Supercell never ever let content creators know what to do with the content they put out. They never say they never give them deadlines with this. They never tell them what to say. They do, they have some embargoes and that stuff, but they never limit them with what they want to say about this stuff, and they never give them scripts, and they never help us like with these whole theory stuff. It's I was thinking about Kairos having some exclusive information that lets him talk about that stuff. It has like a 5%, maybe it's 5% real, but genuinely, I'm sure that's all coming from his own.
yes,
Like, he knows pretty well. What he knows pretty well is how community in Brawl Stars works, and what he actually can predict what they can put out in terms of how adult it will be, how conspiracy it will be. So he's just very good at knowing and predicting what they will be putting out because he's so close to that stuff for so long.
yes.
So
That makes sense.
I
Yeah.
I think that
That's in terms of updates. In terms of this lore thing,
no,
that's
no,
something
No.
no,
completely
no.
different.
Yeah.
That's not. That's what I was talking about. It's actually about the whole theory stuff. Supercell do not give any clues, and they do not help in any way.
I mean, as to how Kairos is managing it, because I mean, he's doing it pretty well, but at the end of the day, it's just going back to his own stuff. It's not exactly about the
But
facts; it's about the fun
you
of it.
know,
So
I do have to
we
admit
will
they
be
only
able to
actually.
say
Oh,
if he
you go.
is. He will be able to. We will be able to say if he is actually just was predicting, and that all uh, ended up being just a prediction, or if it actually ends up being real, everything he said. then I will be the first to say that yes, Supercell were giving him additional information because it depends on how much information that he said will end up being truthful in terms of lore
Yes,
stuff.
that's why it's
Oh
really
wait, I gotta
important
be right back.
for
Hold
people,
on.
have another say in this whole theories thing because right now it's just Kairos. It's literally just Kairos. Nobody else. Literally nobody else. Like even the Spanish YouTubers, those clickbait they haven't done anything ever since the Brawl Talk came out. I don't know if you guys know this, but Pesera actually is not a Supercell affiliated content creator anymore. And two of the people that I've been working with theories, they quit. Both of them quit. So I don't know how Supercell wants to handle this, but this is honestly pretty demotivating if Kairos has like a this monopoly on theories because at the end of the day, that's the only thing people are gonna want to see, and
I I
he's,
don't
he's
like,
the only winner in this. He's
you know,
literally the only winner in this.
saying someone
None
has
of us
monopoly on
get
something is putting up hate on just we all understand that it's obvious that really the it
because
depends
from
on
what I've seen, a lot of people are demotivated because of how much effort Harris has put into his videos. And that's pretty upsetting to hear, honestly. I don't know if I should blame it on him or however people
no,
are
no,
handling
you
this, but
shouldn't. Let's be honest, we're doing this because we like it and we don't
yes,
get anything for it. He's doing it because he likes it and because he gets money for it. So we actually we don't have like a competition here on. We just understand that no matter what we are doing, we just know that he will be putting up better stuff because well, he will be putting
yes,
up better
right,
stuff because he is dedicating full time for this. You know,
yes,
we can understand that he most likely he is preparing scripts, all that stuff. I can't even imagine how much time he spends producing these videos, but that's a lot. Like, and putting out so much effort is for something, not only for the interest, but is for something that helps him. And that's why I'm saying this. I'm saying that I'm not upset with getting like I actually said that to him, but I feel completely useless for right now. As in terms of Star Park stuff, I'm not giving out new stuff. I'm completely pointless at this point. Well, the only thing that is somehow connected with me is the existence of this server that holds some important information in like our archives, but that's not in that's not my how to say it. That's not my I didn't
Department.
do it at all. I mean, no, no, no. I mean that there are incredible moderators and admins and incredible people who are making this. I'm just the one who uh, who started out the server and made people join it in the first place. But that's the only point. That's the only purpose I have here. I didn't put out any sounds to that archive. I didn't do anything helpful, and that's why I am thinking that at this point putting up new stuff for me, it's not new, not anything I do. So I'm thinking switching in terms of Star Park. That's what I was leading to the whole time. I'm thinking to switching my Star Park stuff completely to Russian as for what I produce for YouTube because these people are not getting Kyros's theories. So I should speak with him
yes,
about this as for using parts of what he's saying to produce content in Russian. I'm not sure if I will be able to do it, but that's the only way I can feel useful about Star Power because at this point I can't get away from it. I am too connected with it emotionally and like remembering the first days of its existence in the in 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 the live stream when I'm always coming back to the past because it's just so it was a really different and cool time. I'm not saying that now isn't cool, but it's just different and difficult
yeah.
to get used to.
I understand. I understand that completely. Me out of anyone else, but I wanted to close this out on the whole Kairos thing is diversity of opinion matters. That sort of thing is really important. And when Kairos is the only person in the room speaking, I mean, what can we do about it? What can we do about it?
That is
So
true.
I really do feel that it's healthy that we spend time doing this podcast, doing these sorts of things, addressing what people want to see, addressing what people
The
want us to talk
purpose of
about.
us doing this is to at least try to spread information in a way, because that's useless now. Almost people will see it from Kairos anyway. The purpose is because no, let's be honest. The purpose we are doing this is because just I personally, I really love all of you who are here and who will listen to this later on. Because if you are doing this, you're interested in our way of producing this content and in a way that we
Yes,
speak about this all. And I absolutely respect each and every single one of you investing your time and your emotions in this stuff and being with us right now, anytime, just being on the server, chatting, DMing me, tagging me somewhere where you think it's important, no matter if it's connected to Star Park or not. Any support that we like, it makes me understand that what we do is not useless and that we should continue on everything. So I said an absolutely trashy thing because I could not wrap my thoughts right, but I think you understand what I mean here. I don't want anyone to feel I'm so out of mind right now. I'm saying such bullshit right now. I cannot wrap my words, but
You're
in
good.
general, just thank you for the
yes,
everything
guys,
for everything you're doing, everything here.
and even
You're
even
absolutely incredible.
my
I
entire
would
journey, my entire content, my entire existence is only justified by all of this theory stuff. So I mean, after this whole thing goes on, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably just gonna exit the stage.
you'll continue with esports stuff and nobody will, you have as a you have
It doesn't help us to be
we
pessimistic, Dev. So
no, there
right now,
is nothing pessimistic. I'm sorry, but being a bit selfish for myself, I'm not worried about at all. Because I'm an artist originally, so I will continue. Uh,
yes,
that's the way it was before that all started. But just let's be honest, I would never blow up if this stuff didn't happen. Um, I'm I'm trying to use the opportunity I have right now with the audience I have to help as many artists as I can. So that's the general idea here.
I gotta say something a bit
I'm
off
sorry, guys.
topic.
I'm not just. I'll have to leave soon. I'm not feeling well.
all right,
Don't worry about it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Can I just say something a little bit off topic? Can we just all
Sure.
take the time to respect Miss Star P's profile picture? It looks amazing. Look at that.
yeah. Let me just take this time then to welcome Talpe and Lamulade, two prominent Twitter users who decided to come and join us today. Welcome, guys. Congrats, you made it into into the YouTube recording of this. People
Sorry,
will know
I'm
you're
Gonna
here.
be
trying
in
to
a
look up.
YouTube video.
Oh
Yay!
God, this
Hi,
Congrats.
is.
YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. Also,
Hey, YouTube.
Taskar, Huey, Jess Super, Sector, Mancho, Terra, Mr. P, and Amnol Gupta. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for sticking by. We appreciate all your support. I just want
Wait,
to know right now,
are we finishing already?
get back into the topic of these theories. I mean, regardless of whether if they're giving us a lot to talk about, the point is they don't have to feed us. They Supercell doesn't have to feed us. They don't have to spoon feed us content in order for us to actually get content out there. That's not the point. The point is, being willing to step outside the box and do these sorts of things for for the community, for the sake of for the sake of doing it most of all, because it's at the end of the day we can complain all we want, but it's not going to happen if we don't choose to do it. That's the important part. So okay, we are 56 minutes in. Can we get back to theories, please? That's
I will get back to theories if you give a start for it because I am out of ideas in terms of theories for now.
all right. So here's my own. I want to start by talking about my own take on who the presenter of the investor video was, because I talked about this last time in the previous episode of the podcast, where if you notice that image on the website, on the Star Park website, the one with the Mr. P plush on it, and how it's burnt on the same flipper that the investor, like the guy who presented the video, like that's the exact same hand that the robot bartender spilled the drink on. So coincidence? No, it's intentional. I don't know if that means that those two things are correlated, but actually they are. That seems too that seems to be like too specific in order to be not be correlated in my book. So what I do think happened is, as to whether that presenter, as to whether he's related to Spewed, that is still up to speculation. I do not think that's definitely confirmed at all, but we do know that Spewed exists. That's for one thing. What I do believe happened to the presenter is that at the end of the bit, since you see how he got messed up, how they replaced him with a janitor, and also exiting that scene, how there was the Mr. P suit just lying at the P. So if we were to consider brainwashing, if we were to consider that he got like reconsidered, quote unquote, for a role, I would imagine that he is the person who is currently Mr. P. That is Corbin Pelto, or at least that's the identity that Star Park gave him. Because
I actually have a theory too, and it's actually supported by a lot of evidence that I found like recently. So like I've
right,
been doing some digging, and I have like this theory about Brawl Stars where I think Brawl Stars is a mobile game.
all right,
I can
Okay,
handle this. I'm sorry,
move
this is
on,
too much. So,
move, move on, move on, move
to
on.
get back to thinking about this all,
that's just
we
gonna
all know that Supercell has the original Finland team has full power and control in terms of all localization to different languages. So there is a bit of a strange thing. We all know that when they allow other countries to translate, other translators to translate, they do such, I'm sorry, bad stuff like search translation name, where in different languages he has name like in Russian he has name Volt, in Spanish or in Brazilian he has name Watson. They told them they can translate it differently, but there are some characters that are kept localized, like Bull, who is Bull in Russian, and I'm sure he's Bull in every single other language. So if they really wanted to keep the Mr. P being Mr. P, they would tell them not to change the letter P. But as we know, in different languages, this letter changes to different ones without even meaning something. As from what I think about this, like I have some crazy theories, and the reason I don't like them because they're too crazy. Maybe somebody should like go to each and every single language in game and try to collect all letters that he has after like Mr. part. I don't know how it's in other languages. Just see what letters he has in these and maybe combining them or finding how much each and like finding some logic in this because I remember that I can't make a reference, direct reference, but I remember that in one language, surely there is when he's called Mr. C, and C doesn't stand for anything. It doesn't even stand for penguin in that language. So I think that maybe there is some meaning behind it, but again, that's going too deep in nothing. In nothing. That's the point. And
I mean, we could do that right now. We can just like drop an announcement for the
well,
Wednesday
you will have to do it without me, and I will have to go soon. I
sector. Could you take care of that? I don't know if he's online or AFK or anything. I'm just gonna trust that he listened to me when I said
I
that.
don't want him to do this. He's very well. We'll be able to do this later on. There is no rush with it at all. Like with all stuff, I'm sure that uh, rushing right now with all these things, theory things, is the worst idea because the content genuinely. I'm saying this from Supercell perspective. They are trying to give us content um, for a specific amount of time. Um, so when we are rushing with all that stuff, well, I understand that this is the coolest part when you just try to be as quick as possible. I think you should spend, if you are developing theories or you have something to speculate on, it should be more of a slow process when you try to collect as much facts as possible because we have pretty much a lot of time for it, and I think that's the most important part with it. Making the content well developed and just rushed is the best content we can give out. So yeah, that's that's. I am feeling very strange because everybody is silent right now. Did I say
Sorry.
something?
I mean,
Sorry.
Did I say
this
something really
entire thing
weird?
No,
is
don't worry.
improvised. We're not running off of a script here.
Hmm.
So, eh, uh, yeah, there's some truth to that. But at the end of the day, if we can get anything out, we
Or do
get it out. Consider my Twitter account, for example.
Uh-oh, is he plugging his Twitter account again?
Oh boy.
Because that's the only
I
means of
just
me
wanted to say that I saw this sad animation by Tribe Twitter, F for Tribe. That's really sad.
Yeah.
What
You can,
happened?
I don't think you can see this, but that's sad. Tribe didn't get to finals.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they
That's
lost.
wait.
Oh
Have
basketball.
you
man.
not
That's
watched
all
the
the fight.
finals yesterday?
I may
Well,
or may
finals,
not
qualifiers.
watch the finals.
They didn't get in, and like everybody were just really, really sad about this. Well, we all understand. I had competitions in general. Being competitive is just
Yeah, I was
too
never a
much
really
for me to,
competitive fan either.
why I really don't like stuff like who releases theories first and who's about this first. Who was yeah. There is like one Russian is very dumb. This is like exactly what it is. Um, one mistake and you made a mistake. It doesn't make any sense, but I mean it in a way that uh, it's it's about timing, and I've been topic so fast. I just realized I shouldn't be. I don't think anyone catching up with me right now. So that guy and I'm just shut down. I am useless here.
my my
Right.
internet is really bad, so like everybody everybody's cutting out. I'm sorry.
No worries, Dad. We'll always be here for you. All right.
Okay, okay. I think it's good now.
Okay. One last thing I want to talk about since now that we've run out of steam, I I don't know if you guys remember all the shout outs that were given by the WKBR live stream. Do you guys think we'll ever be able to get all those people together in a room or something like that? Like, I don't know. Because I've only known only
Genuinely,
three or
I
my
four.
I
dream, my
doubt it.
dream to have it.
Well, oh sorry.
There's
My
7
dream is to
shout
have
outs.
like a really cool, dedicated meeting about this all, but this is just
I think
dream.
the main
And
Yeah,
problem is that half of the
I
people
don't
don't
believe
even
that
speak
anything
English.
can happen.
Yeah.
like what do you mean? I mean, bro,
Like if
True
you look
though.
at the comments of like the WKBRL stream, I mean like I don't even know which languages half of them are in. It's gonna be pretty
Kira,
difficult to
I'm
get them
sorry,
in a
but right
call.
now I'm not talking
It
about
depends
that
on. It depends
because I
about.
don't know if you know, but by design, the shout outs were explicitly made to
Yeah,
be
I
in
understand.
the same language
I think we understand.
as the people. Because me and Dev, we got like shout outs in our respective languages. But the other 4 people,
Oh,
those are all in English.
okay.
And besides the both of us, the only
What?
person who
You
I
mean
know
on
of
the live stream?
Yeah.
no on the shout outs. Shout outs they
Wait,
made in the
what?
live stream. Before the live stream took
I'm
down,
trying to remember
this was at the very beginning of the month
my.
of September. That before the live
Oh,
stream took
right.
down,
Yes.
I.
like 7
I.
shout
Oh.
outs for people who have been influential in the WKBRL live stream in some capacity. I don't know how they measured that, but they
I
decided to
mean,
choose these 7 people
my
to shout out.
my shout out
One of them was me.
was
One of
to
them was
due
Dev.
to.
One of them was Sipper Davis, who was the guy who decoded the Morse code from Terrace Bazaar.
There
But
was a guy who
that's the only three
created.
that I
Oh, there was a couple others, like obviously the
yes.
content creators, and there was this other guy
Yeah.
who ended up who created the theory in the first place. I forgot his name.
What's
They
what are
didn't
you
shout out
leading to?
Gamba. That's the thing. They didn't give Gamba a shout out. Like not at all.
Yeah.
Who's Gam?
Gamba Mariano Gambates, the guy who received the
I think
package that
I
started all
think
of
I
this.
think
So I don't know.
that
It's really
he
weird.
didn't get a shout out on live stream.
I looked up their their
I
channel and
think he
all
didn't
I
get a
see
shout out on
is
live stream because they didn't want us to know this guy actually exists. For genuinely, let's be honest, we did not even know that this guy had a Twitter at the time before he got the package.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
knew that their theory existed, but we didn't know that this guy would be so much interested in continuing developing all this stuff. And all of a sudden, I'm getting who told me this? Oh, he DM'd me. No, I saw no. I remember. I'm trying to remember why. Yes, I remember why. I found him because Kairos retweeted his tweet about getting a package, and I instantly DM'd him asking, "Why did you post this? And who are you?" Because I didn't know that this is that guy. And then I rushed asking Brawl, like, why is he releasing this before September 5 when the deadline was? Well, if you understand what deadline I'm talking about, well,
Yes.
when all
Yes.
content
Yeah. Yeah.
creators
Yeah.
started talking about the package, and
mhm.
at that time, and it turned out that this was supposed to be this way. So I'm thinking he didn't get a shout out because this all was supposed to be like come out of nowhere, completely out of nowhere, and it did, and we all were like, wow, why did it happen like this? And it's understandable why they would send him that package because of his attitude towards this. I mean, if I got that exact package, I would just I would just give people link to the website without even saying anything I think about it. And he developed a whole big overview of the website before posting that all. So,
Yes.
well,
He made his own theories and things. But also another thing that I want to attribute it to is that as far as I know, he contributed literally nothing to the
yes,
WKBRL live
and
stream.
I
Yeah.
Right. If you guys wouldn't mind, look at the link that I just posted in the VC chat. That if you have the time to listen to it right now, please do so because there's something in there that I want to discuss regarding these shout outs, these people. Because I don't know, it's really weird. being the one person that I know of, I do think that I'm the only person who's like fully kept up with the WKBRL live stream from start to end. Well, not exactly from start, but you know what I'm saying. So the fact that these four other people I've mentioned who I've never heard of before, it's kind of weird to, you know, to put it nicely. I exactly I don't know how Supercell determined to shout out these people, but they did, and I would really like the opportunity to see them, or even if they were just like random shout outs. I don't. It wouldn't make sense for them to do that. When there was so many people they could have shout out. I mean,
I'm
they
sorry.
didn't mention
Again,
Kairos.
I'm not
They
catching up.
mentioned Lex, but they didn't mention Kairos for some reason.
What?
The way they did this is pretty weird. Let me just say that.
I'm sorry. What do you mean by this all in overall? Well, yes, these were completely random shoutouts. Some were, for me personally, where I couldn't understand why exactly they were this way. They were made for people they were sent to. But what's the general idea of yours for this?
Because to be in order for it to be a sign of gratitude, the sign of gratitude that it is, taking the time to mention me and your
Oh,
efforts and
oh, I see.
Raise's
I see.
efforts
That's
and
just a
Kairos's
well,
efforts.
genuinely have no idea why Alex was shouted out there.
Yes, because if you guys would take a look at the
I think
Archive channel, and also Buskar, the Morse code in that audio clip, it's not significant at all. It's just a message for Zipper Davis,
Yeah.
who they mentioned earlier. It's saying like, "Hey Zipper Davis, we like the way you do things, but sip it, will ya?" That's what it says. It's not important.
I wanted what are the topics of the theories you are planning to talk about right now? Because I have some idea I want to point out again, but tell me what
All right,
else did you have for this?
Buskar, Zipper Davis is. I'm looking at the voice chat right now, the VC no mic chat. Baskar, the Zipper Davis is the person who decoded the Terrace Bazaar Morse
Yeah.
code and found the W. Yeah. But
So
anyways,
what
let me
I wanted to
yeah, sure.
please be quick with it. I just want to know what stuff you have in mind for now.
I wanted to discuss my own take on Kairos' theories. I wanted to propose my own theories, but right now I don't think we have the
I
time.
see.
So that's what I was
We
planning
don't
to
have
do
a
before
limit
the whole thing
actually. It's
derailed
up to
into.
you, but well, what was your plan for next one? I genuinely think
Because
what before you say, I genuinely think if we hold the same it at the same time next week, we should have like at least a and half an hour voice chat, you and me just preparing for it, in order to not have the situation where I'm just sitting and trying to get like when we both understand what we are talking about and we can both explain people what we want to talk about. I think that the purpose of this podcast, I see your point now, and yeah, it's not about overthinking about theories. It's just discussing the ones that exist. Well,
I
mm,
mean, yeah, I was here for
I
in my
will
very
DM
valid
you. I will definitely DM you tomorrow to talk about this.
yes.
This because I think there is something we need to clarify about these podcasts that I'm not getting quite well. Well, if you want, you can stay and tell people what you think. I think we will already have 1 hour and 10 minutes of the podcast going. Pretty random one again, but I think that's the beauty of it, that we're not just sitting here and discussing theories. That's not a video dedicated. It's just a podcast with the random stuff. So
Yeah, yeah.
For me, it's over. I am not feeling really well. I am sorry for leaving that early, but I can't anymore, and I'm saying a lot of trash stuff. I want to leave a guy with uh with the how to say it, the stage for that guy fully, so he will tell you as much as he wants to. Please don't leave. The most interesting stuff I'm sure will come right now after I leave. So thanks for joining, and for me, I have to go. Goodbye.
All right, thanks, Dev.
See you.
Bye.
Okay, so if you guys want to find my recommendation of listening to the audio clip that I just sent in the voice chat, whether those those shout outs were just made for the fun of it, recognizing all of the people who were significant in the live stream, whether it's that or it's just Supercell deciding to fill in the blanks, letting us know what exactly went down with how this was decided. But that's really interesting, knowing how they didn't explicitly shout out the guy who developed the whole Star Park theory, because the developer said, since this was planned the way that it was planned, I mean, what does that say about everything else? What does that say about the live stream? Currently, after it's been over a month, almost a month, since the live stream hasn't done anything at all. It's just the same sound replaying over and over and over again. What does that say about the live stream? About the future of theory crafting? Are they just gonna close it out this way, or what's going on? I mean, it's pretty disappointing that I've worked out all this time. I have to earn people's respect, earn my role as a person in this community. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
We still don't have the giant puzzle.
we still haven't finished the puzzle, and
Yeah.
what do we know? Content creators don't care about finishing it at all. So it's pessimistic, but it's honestly true.
Like at least they can give up the final picture, like, at
Yes,
least.
and regarding that picture in particular, I talked to Chicken the other day, first time's a video editor, and I just wanted to let him express his thoughts about what exactly we can do with the image, because as you know, some people speculated that we could send it to the webmaster and see if something comes up from that. He agreed with me on that end, but um, ever since he's not promoting this in any capacity, I don't know if you checked your retweets, Devandi, but like none of the content creators have gone out of their way to, you know,
Yeah.
none of them at all. They're not interested in that at all. So
Mm,
I think that Supercell does need to step in and do something about this, because if this is the way to move forward, I don't think that this is not fun for anyone involved in this whole theory community, the whole theories community that I've helped build this past month, and for it to all just come crumbling down because we're not getting these clear messages of what exactly is going to happen. I don't know. It's pretty disappointing, to say the least. But I'm just gonna go off of what Chicken what he felt was what he felt he could discuss with me freely, and he does believe that if we do manage to send this picture to the webmaster, I don't know if it's just going to be a matter of time or whether we had to collect all of the pictures, but something. This is not the end of the Star Park website. This is not the end of the webmaster. We should be able to consider this as another piece of the puzzle, because as I said, just because Supercell's not spoon feeding us content, that doesn't mean we shouldn't be able to, bring stuff out into light. So I really don't know what else to say. If Supercell chooses to not, let this die out with a whimper, I mean, that's pretty that's pretty uncomfortable for myself specifically, since I've faced my entire career, my entire presence in this community as a voice for the live stream, as a voice for all these people who are very much passionate for the theories. And for example, right now, Baskar, who's been pretty active in the chat, um, yep, I mean, looking off at all of the things he's mentioned in the live stream about what we've just discussed, I really like that. I really want to thank you for sticking out this far, sticking out for all of us, being able to express your voice and when you believe we should focus on. So yeah, let me just take a look at what he has said here. All right, first off, let me scroll up and see what he has said. The latest things he said. Okay. Okay, this is kind of crazy, but the implication, he posted a picture of Barley throwing his coaster in the Barley's live stream animation. And what he says is, this is the black hole of Brawl Stars. What I believe he is implying is, he's making up an analogy of, the coaster being the black hole that Kairos was describing in his video, and that itself was based off of what the conspiracy theorists ranted in the live stream. So I really do believe it's really interesting to make these sorts of connections, but at the end of the day, they all have to be tied up to something factual. It really is interesting to think of, the coaster being the key representation of how, you know, Supercell is telling us how this, Starter came to be. But yeah, I don't know. I'm having my own doubts as well. All right, moving onwards. Oh yeah, let's actually something else Baskar mentioned. Let's talk about the Snowtell. I want to bring this out to you all, you guys. I don't know how long you want to talk about this, Dandy, since it is, pretty late for you. But just to close this off, what do you think the Snowtell will bring to us? What do you think that update will bring to us in terms of lore, in terms of theories?
It's hard to tell.
I don't know if anyone else wants to jump in on this, but do you think that that the Supercell make skin that they choose? Do you believe it has to be explicitly correlated with all of these theories, or do you just think it'll just be in there for the sake of the game?
I don't think skins are like related to theory or lore, like anything like that. It's just like something for the game. I don't think the skins are necessary for theories.
Yeah, I would agree on that, but whether Supercell decides to tie it into the Snowtell update, that's something else to consider. Because as we all know, Lex came out with his video receiving a package from Supercell, and he didn't receive a piece of the puzzle, but what he did receive was a letter inviting him to the Snowtell and a few related merchandise pieces regarding that. So clearly, the Snowtell in itself is important to the lore. We can recognize that whatever Lex received, that is important to the context of the lore. It should not be dismissed as just Supercell doing something for the sake of videos. Because consider this: if Supercell was just making this for the sake of giving it to content creators just to make videos, why would they put on so much effort into it if it's not going to pay off the way that it has recently? Because as I've said, a lot of people are just demotivated in the theory crafting aspect, because it's basically it's all just Kairos, and not a lot of people are being able to express their voice to talk about these theories. They're not comfortable enough to talk about all of this stuff that's coming out. So what does that say about how Supercell is handling this? Because look at all of how much effort they've invested, literally invested into all of this
Yeah.
lore. If it doesn't pay off, it's on them. So I do believe they have to be responsible somehow for pushing this forward. And I disagree with Dev when he says we should not be milking this, because Supercell, come on, they have to be able to put this out there in such a frequency, or in such a manner that we are able to explore this further beyond what the investor video presented to us, because there's a lot still up to question. There's a lot in the air that still needs to be answered. There's a lot of things that we have to look forward to in the future. So if Supercell decides to, close this out on a really somber note by just, releasing the investor video as just a means for content creators to release their content and not as anything else, if these if this the investor video was just meant for, people to make content and not for the sake of the story, that's just pretty disappointing. Let me tell it. Let me just tell it as it is. If they just want to, put this out there as a way to people to make content, I mean, that's I don't know. I don't know what you think about it, Dev, but if they just want to focus on the content instead of the story itself,
It took a lot of time for this, so I don't
yes,
think it's just for the content.
yes, that's clearly that's why I do not want this to just die out because people are not doing enough content on it. So please spread the word. You yourself, everyone that's listening to me, you have a contribution to this. You have to play a role in pushing the theories, making it known, because how much does Brawl Stars want this to be remembered as? And that also depends on us, being able to promote it further. But I do think that Supercell needs to present more of this, presents more of it to, actually pay off on their efforts. Because let's be honest here, it's just a bunch of kids, reposting things that the content creators are saying. They're not doing a lot of
Yeah.
effort on their own. So it's up to us in order to drive this forward. It's up to us if we want to be able to see the live stream community, the theorist community, as it stands right now, as it is in this server. If we wanted to see it live another day, we have to be more active. We have to present more info as it stands. We have to be able to, as content creators, what will they be willing to do for it? Will they let the community die, or will they just, continue just releasing videos whenever Supercell decides to make content on it? Because Ray, I was not expecting him to come along this weekend. I should have planned that aspect of it a bit better, featuring him as a content creator. But
Yeah.
since he did drop in last time, I do think that there's hope for this to, grow. But he's ever since the investor video came out, he's been focusing more on updates instead of actual theories. And I don't know if I should just call him out on that, because primarily he is my means of getting my voice out there, being my voice out there heard. Without him, I would have been able to grow the way that I have recently. And I do not just want to be correlated with being the person that Ray talks to in terms of theories. I want to be my own person. I want to be my own voice. I don't want to be just limited by how much content I can send Ray, how many Google Docs I can send him, in order for him to actually spend the time to spread the word about all of these theories. And unfortunately, that's how things are right now. And I don't, and it does not look promising. So that's basically all I have to say about this. We'll close it out
Hmm.
here. Yeah, I don't know if Sector recorded all of this as it is. anyways, I would say that that's the way to close things out. But
Yeah.
let me just address Bascar's comment real quick. The fact that Supercell is sending stuff to content creators, that's gonna happen regardless of whether they're tied into Easter eggs or not. So at the end of the day, they're just gonna keep doing that no matter what the stance on theories is, no matter if it ties back to anything significant relating to Star Park or to the WKBRL live stream. But I mean, we should just be able to appreciate the effort they put into it. I don't know if this was by design, not meant to be created for a community. I would, personally really like to be able to, after all of this is said and done. I don't think it is right now, but after all of this is said and done, I would like to be able to, talk to the people responsible for this. Being one of the persons who's, pushed the whole this whole community to a forefront to the point where I'm actually relevant. I would like to be able to, interview all these people responsible, be able to see things as they were behind the scenes. I would not like to just be left on a blank page just because they're not releasing any more stuff. So yeah, that's how I'd like to end things off. This afternoon for me, this evening for you, Dandy. Thank
Yeah.
you guys for joining us. I don't know if Sector decided to record all of this in its entirety, but thank you anyways for him. Thanks to all of you guys for sticking by me, sticking by the server. Without you, we wouldn't been able to, gain the strength, gain the ability to present the content as it is, to be able to make our theories on our own behalf. So, while it may look dim, I do believe that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So, thank you guys for
Yeah.
making that possible. All right, thanks Dev for sticking around. Thank you Dev. Thank you Dandy. Thank you Hughie. Thank you MK Special. Thank you Sector. Thank you Amal Gupta for joining us. That's all it on my end. This is Advertisement Guy tuning out.